I don't say I'm recovered. I'm definitely in recovery. As recently as 2 weeks ago, I had a mini relapse where I bought diet pills online. My eating disorder began, unfortunately, when I was around 8 years old. I've been very tall, looking very mature for a very long time. I was 5'10" at the age of 9, so I felt like I was different almost immediately. And that's very hard for someone. In addition, I have a morbidly obese mom, and I was always told, that thin was in, and that, oh, you're such a cute girl, but you'd be prettier if you were thinner. I started modeling fashion shows when I was 9 and 10, and my mom asked me where I'd gone for lunch because I was on my own, and I said Blimpie. And she patted my stomach and said, "You look like a Blimpie." And that was the first time I can remember thinking, oh my God, I shouldn't have eaten that. Modeling was a time where Kate Moss was very popular and heroin chic and the waif look was really in. And I was told flat out that at 5'10" and 113 pounds, I was going to be dropped. And as a 15-year-old girl, that was just the worst thing in the world to hear. I started out anorexic. I started out walking on a treadmill 4 or 5 hours to maintain my low weight. When that wasn't enough anymore, I started, binging and purging because you can only starve for so long and so much. I was starting to get really sick from taking laxatives, so I typed into Google laxatives, and the first thing that came up was somethingfishy.org, which was, not a pro-eating disorder site, but a pro-recovery site. Well, then I was curious. So then I had to find the pro-anorexic websites. A pro-anorexic website is very addicting, both the community itself and the image that it promotes. If I were to tell a person I haven't eaten in 3 weeks, they're gonna look at me like I'm nuts. If I tell a person, one of my pro-ana friends, I haven't eaten in 3 weeks, they say, "Oh, congratulations." I was in the emergency room for 2 days, and it was just a very scary experience. I put on about literally 10 pounds in those 2 days because of the IV fluids. I went into a intensive treatment program for people with eating disorders. I didn't want to be in such an intensive eating disorder program. I fought it tooth and nail. I didn't want to be there because I thought I was fat, and staying there was just going to make me fatter. And I slowly broke down, and I realized that this isn't the way to do things. This is a fast track to dying.